VOORHEES. They're the only ones around here clever enough to plan for winter, and now they're pretty much fucked.
Oh, Father Nature.
So tired. So very tired. Things fall apart. The centre cannot hold. And every...
Look how fast
The ceremony of innocence
is
is
off.
dry.
You hardly have time to eat it. Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians? The woman gave me, and
Mud side effects.
You're all friends here, aren't we? And besides, Mr. Worthing's father.
Ah, the undiscovered country. In Aberdeen, they fought from the sewers.
So on and so on and so on. But Mr. Farrell,
Didn't you think that was funny? Crickets. Bloody crickets.
Maybe they found your blueprints by now.
Well, look at that. There's a tunnel, but it's a bit dark. It's under the Uncle Jack fan club. They don't like you very much. Why?
We have a sort of disagreement about whether Uncle Jack's a very fine, funny fellow or a rotten, murdering collaborationist traitor.
So that's why you smash all the televisions. Roger, manners. Have you got an escape plan for after you talk to the executive committee?
Why would I need an escape plan? I'm just going to tell the executive committee what's going on in the village. They're not going to shoot the messenger, are they? Then I'll just go back to my...
Home in the train station.
How would I escape, anyway?
Oh, I know. The parade float. It'd be ridiculous, Roger.
What are you talking about?
The Uncle Jack fan club. They bring a giant balloon to the Battle of Flowers parade every year. It's enormous. It's supposed to be his head. Well, that could carry you away to, well, wherever the winds take you.
I suppose if I'm in the club anyway, I might as well grab the float. If nothing else, no one will have to look at Jack's head floating across the village on May Day.
You will need quite a lot of helium to fill it.
Oh, I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it.
Look, empty hydrogen tanks.
What am I going to do with empty ones?
The label, DSIR. The Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. Well, you know, in Albright Labs. In the parade.
You think we can get the deposit back?
They must have full ones there.
Oh, what did I ever do to deserve you, Margaret? All right, I've got a map of the tunnel into the parade. Seems like I need to get in through the Jacobean Club. God, I hate Uncle Jack. This is what I get for sitting out the war in a warm, dry office.
There they are! Stop them!
God, for Harry and St. George. After the first step is a shorter journey already. Yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death,
time to head home and go to bed. It's been a lovely day, and I can promise tomorrow will be
Sleep tight, darling. Quite away from them.
We've got it down there!
Oh, that really takes it out of your shoulders. The Uncle Jack fan club. I suppose they can't remember what he did during the war.
What did he do?
Voice of the occupation authority on the radio, wasn't he? Let's see if they've forgotten me. Hello? It's Ollie Starkey.
You're not getting in this time!
I think they remember you.
I suppose I'm not going in the front way.
I bet we can still sneak in back.
You can't go in. It's a private club. Toffs and wankers only.
Then who are you?
I'm the fucking cook, ain't I? Don't look at me like that. A girl's got to eat. Look, why don't you just fuck off? You ain't got any honest business in here. From the looks of you, you ain't got any honest business anywhere. Bunch of daft twats.
I think you can go in now.
Take the job, she says. You never have to suck another cock, she says.
As modern, educated men, we must be prepared to accept evidence that conflicts with our worldview, however much we might wish to cling to it.
Yes, you've been torturing us all afternoon. What is it? What is it?
Tell us!
I have discovered that Uncle Jack's hat is not red. It is blue.
What?
No!
I conducted a careful analysis on my TV screen.
And I suppose television sets have colour now.
Though we see Uncle Jack in black and white, his hat is undoubtedly the same color as his eyes. And since he obviously cannot have red eyes...
We haven't known his hat was red ever since episode 209, Irish potato recipes. Uncle Jack tips his hat and winks and says, "I especially like redheads." He's as much as telling us his hat is red.
Maybe he's a ginger. Have you thought of that? No, because in episode 465, he taps his head and says, "This old noggin is good as gold." Any intelligent person could deduce. I would not expect you to take it on faith. I also researched the haberdashery history of Wellington Wells, and our jaunty red hats weren't manufactured until 1956. We all know that Uncle Jack's show started in 1952.
You're betraying your ignorance. It was Christmas 1951. The Christmas special.
Oh, that again. The Christmas special isn't canon. We only heard his voice. You couldn't be sure it was him.
In either case, Uncle Jack could not have had a red hat because red hats were not yet being manufactured.
In fact, in episode 647, A Tale of Two Rats, he alludes to his hat being a beaver pelt. So it must have come from America before the late... thing we don't talk about.
Excuse me, but I saw Uncle Jack once outside the broadcast tower.